one of the gifts that I hope to give you, ustedes, plural you, is a reimagination or a recognition that you can actually find ways to sustain yourself. Not, I wouldn't plan to be rich necessarily, but certainly make a living for yourself and generate the capacity to have other income streams at some point in your career, which many PhD students don't actually know about, right?
Mhm.
And so, I think, and so the question that I would immediately ask, like, I would put this on the back burner, right? But what can I do so I could have a comfortable, not a rich life, right?
Yeah.
But a comfortable life in my PhD program so that I get placed in my desired job right out of the box, and so that I'm building the type of assets that I would want in the long term as part of my program, right? Those things may or may not be part of the way you negotiate entrance to the program. The institution that you eventually go to doesn't have to know about any of your side hustles.
Mhm.
What they need to know is that you are doing you're committed to the program, that you're a good student, that you know what you're doing, and et cetera, et cetera. They don't need to know. If you decide that you trust them enough to tell them about that, and you think that you could leverage those relationships as a professional development tool, then great. But that, you remember we talking about that last week, that Steve makes, or Henry, or you make the school doesn't make you.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that a lot of times students get trapped in, they'll read all those requirements and they'll think, oh my God, I have to do it this way, right?
Mhm.
But I would actually, like, in your own mind, maybe renegotiate that. What are the things that you want out of it? And so it sounds like one of the things that you want out of it is the ability to support your family, right?
Yeah.
The ability not to be, you know, poor or like, basically you want the ability to like start your life, right?
Yeah.
And then it also sounds like you would like I mean, I don't know this, but implicit in that is you'd like the ability that after you finish your PhD program, you'd like to be able to be placed in your first job, like a full-time
Yes.
job. So